Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Osaka Spaland. This is a theme park I've been meaning to show off to you for maybe 2 months now. I completed it ages ago and I just never got around to showing you a video. And today is 34 degrees, I'm sat inside absolutely sweating, and I just decided, okay, now's the time to show it off. I will get into more details with you, but basically this theme park is a Japanese theme park which was inspired by theme parks like Fuji-Q and Negashima Spaland. That's really hard to say. Yeah, so basically there's lots of great theme parks throughout Japan, and I wanted to kind of be inspired by those and create this park. Now, I haven't gone down the lines of doing traditional Japanese architecture or kind of that kind of theming. It is really basically like a modern day theme park or amusement park that is located in Japan. I must say that this was also inspired by a few of the Chinese parks, which have some great coasters in, which I'll get onto in a second. But first of all, let's just have a little look around. There is no entrance plaza. I didn't give myself enough space, but it basically is just the park. There's no of that kind of details of backstage stuff, and well, there is some backstage, but it's not got as much as I would normally do, or like a car park or anything like that. It's literally just the monorail station and then you're straight into the park, which I'm okay with. So we have this little Osaka Spaland entrance monorail building, which it does have a bit of a Japanese kind of traditional building style to it, because I wanted to have a little bit of that throughout the park, but I didn't want the whole thing to be, you know, traditional. So we have this really cool entrance plaza here, which leads you over this bridge to this kind of entrance area where I think maybe at night time there'd be maybe like a fountain show or a fireworks display. It's just a nice little area, a transition area, where you can walk through. Got some popcorn stands which I've made there. Nice, this lovely little pagoda on the end where you maybe is a really cool photo opportunity. So I thought that was really nice. It's got some jumping fountains and things, and that leads you all the way over to the back of the theme park, where some of you maybe recognize this. But this was basically from the diorama challenge that I did, and it was the Gerstlauer Eurofighter challenge, and I made this in that map that I provided, and I loved it so much that I wanted to expand on it and create a whole theme park. So I saved this area as a blueprint, and I basically put it down on a bigger map and then built the rest of the park around it. So that was the idea. I was really inspired by what I actually was doing here. This was inspired by Takabisha at Fuji-Q. And I did this really cool kind of custom Eurofighter support structure. I did this funky building here, which was also inspired by Takabisha there. So let's just have a little bit of a look of the train going around. I'm trying my best here not to create lag and things, and I've tried to close as many apps as possible so the game can run as best as it can. So hopefully it's really good for you guys to watch. I did some really cool custom supporting. This was the main idea of this coaster, to be honest, was to play around with the support pack, which is available on the Steam Workshop, and just to basically try and build those Gerstlauer style supports, which I think are quite tricky to do, to pull them off. Their support structures are crazy. Like on some of their roller coasters, the amount of supports in the structures are so complex, so that was really something I wanted to play with. So this is just kind of going around now into its last kind of corkscrew into the brake run, which I really like, that little bit of rock work there. And I also played with the new kind of terrain covers, these kind of textured path cover things, which I think look really nice, as you can see here. So that's looking really, really cool. And then to complete off this little area, I do have these kind of 2 towers, which are called Kawasami, I think, which is based off the Kawasami Tower, which is basically like a Japanese bird, I believe. And I just thought it'd be quite nice to have like these kind of towers, flying high like a bird. And yeah, that was, the name was taken from a Intamin Mega Light coaster, which is in Japan at Togo Zoo. That was the idea for that one. Just thought it was really nice to add in there. I also wanted to do like the double towers and join them up with some pillars and beams, etc. But yeah, that is Neo, that little area. And over on this side here, we do have the little Neo Shack, which is just a nice little food stall. So let's move on to the rest of the park. If we go over here, we actually have a Intamin like triple launch super crazy coaster, which I really love. This was called King of the Clouds, and I did use some Japanese writing throughout using the text application thing that they have in the game, and I don't know if the Japanese is 100% correct, and I apologize to anyone that understands Japanese, but I thought it made the park look really kind of authentic. But yeah, so basically this is King of the Clouds, and it was based on Soaring with Dragon from China. Epic coaster, I'd love to ride it. It's one on my bucket list. coasters. But yeah, this has just got quite a short kind of layout, but it's got this triple launch. Well, it's a fake triple launch because obviously you can't do that in the game. I did like this fake transfer area here. I wish that was functional, but it's not, unfortunately. So this whole section up here is actually fake, but you get the idea. We've got this huge loop, and we've got this nice turnaround into this really cool tunnel around the kind of rock work that I did here. Nice airtime hill, and into a nice big swooping curve into the brakes. So hopefully a train will go soon, and we can watch it go around a little bit. So here we go. Not many people on board, unfortunately. Into that launch, into that huge loop. I wish that was a non-inverting loop, but it's not really possible. I mean, it is possible, but it looks really super ugly in the game. So went for a normal standard loop there. Nice big turnaround, and this really cool tunnel there coming out of the rocks. Takes you up and around the rock there, and we're going to swoop down. We've got some really nice kind of path interactions going on as well with this coaster, and into the brake run. Obviously this is actually a backstage area up here, so where all the staff can maybe park their cars. We've got a maintenance bay for the monorail. So yeah, so moving down from there, we have this kind of discovery flat ride, which I think fitted in really nicely there. This nice little transition area down here into this Japanese Samurai Falls, which is a kind of one of these like Infinity Falls style rapid rides with the vertical lift. So I'll just show you that. This I built before in the DLC play around. I just copied that down there, added some really cool rock work in around it. Now we've got the boat going onto the elevator. Now this is only possible with Coaster Anarchy installed. That allows you to add actually things like this onto attractions that maybe shouldn't have it in the game. So that works really well there with the boat lift and into this nice splashdown area underneath the exit bridge. So I thought that was quite cool. So that is Samurai Falls. I'm not going to go into too much detail with that. You can kind of get the gist of it, but that's at the side of the park. And let's work our way around now to the other side. So we just have like a, I'd never built this ride ever, Power Surge, but I thought it looked quite cool here. So I've just popped that down there. And over here on this side, again, I got a little bit of Japanese observatory style gate there. And I've built this, just an observation tower, which is situated in amongst this really cool kind of gravity group Woody. And I've got these trains on, which are also from the inverted wooden coaster. I didn't want to use the inverted wooden coaster, or the inverting wooden coaster, sorry, but thought it'd be cool to use those trains on it to make it look like a gravity group. This is called Trailblazer. It's based off the Jungle Trailblazer coaster, which is I think in China as well. Yeah, I just wanted a big kind of wooden coaster to go out and back. Did some kind of noise barriers there on the side as well, just to give it a bit more of detail, something a bit more interesting to look at. And then the coaster will go back now, do its final kind of helix kind of moment, and then into the brake run. But so down here we've got a little bit of theming going on. We've got the entrance here with a crashed Jeep. Here's the entrance kind of tunnel into this area. So I thought that looked really, really cool. And again, some more kind of shrubs and vines and things, and that's the entrance to the coaster. That's basically like its own kind of little area. Just off to the side there, we have Fireball, this just double inverting ride, and we have Spin Fresh, which is one of these S&S free spin coasters. I've never really used this before in the park. I thought this was perfect to use it in. One of these is actually at Negashima Spaland, and I thought the custom logo sign I made for it looked awesome, so I thought that was really, really cool, and I did it in miniature as well down here. I think that says Spin Fresh in Japanese, I don't know. I'm sorry if it's wrong. But yeah, I really loved this. I thought it was really cool. It looked like something typical from a Japanese park. Did these kind of little emblem things along the fence as well. So that's looking really, really cool. I really love how that turned out. And I did a little passage underneath where we have Blue Fall, which is based on a drop tower actually that's in Japan. It's a huge gyro drop tower. I did a tutorial on how to make the colors on a drop tower if you check out one of my tutorial videos. So the last kind of attraction in this park, which I wanted to build, was this huge Togo hypercoaster called Hurricane. And it's got these really cool Togo custom trains that were made. You can get this on the Steam Workshop. I'm experiencing some lag now, unfortunately. Bear with me. But yeah, basically wanted to do a huge Togo coaster. I used the stand-up coaster track and just put the sit-down trains on it. And again, this was just a huge experiment on custom supporting. It took me a really long time, but I think it looks really awesome. And just basically did a huge kind of Togo-inspired layout. Kind of got a big, you know, one of those Togo helixes of death at the end, and like a very classic modern-looking station for the coaster there. So I'm not going to watch the train go around too much because right now my computer is running rather slow. I'm going to pop this on to the Steam Workshop for you guys to download, explore it for yourselves. I hope you've enjoyed it, and give me a comment down below if you have any questions about the park or anything like that. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.